everyone. The last few weeks have been very exciting and have helped me learn a lot. Taking the class Making of a Christian Leader has redefined my understanding of what a true great leader is, and I would like to share with you how my views have changed over the past few weeks and what I believe a true leader is. Beginning in week one, we were asked what we believe a true leader is, and I defined it as an open concept. I said that leadership is something that we define for ourselves, and we can find leaders all around us. They can be in our family, they can be our friends, or they can be at work. However, there was not a true definition of what a leader is. I also said that a true leader will always stand out from the crowd and be remembered for their actions and influence over others. And while I still believe that, I also believe that there is an actual definition of what a true leader is. And I believe that the last few weeks in taking this class have helped me form this opinion. First, I think it's important to mention that as we have learned from everyday people, extraordinary leadership is something that can be learned. It's a series of practices and habits which we can work on and we can improve over time in order to become good leaders. One of these practices, which is very important, is model the way strategy, which we have been discussing the past few weeks. And I think this is a very successful strategy. And as mentioned in the book, many of the successful leaders out there are people who actually employ this strategy in real life. Interviewing Mr. Russell Brand helped me see somebody who's actually using this strategy and see how actually works in real time and how effective and helpful it can be. Mr. Bryant was very clear that in his leadership position, he wants to pave the way for others and show them the way to success, whatever that success might mean to them. He was very open about how important transparency, integrity, and honesty was for him, and that sharing and being able to create a final vision for the team together that everybody works on in order to succeed was very important. When asked what true leader is, Mr. Bryant responded that a true leader is somebody who's able to help others and actually show them how to do things. A true leader is somebody who's able to jump in every situation and help the people around him. Somebody who has experience, expertise, and knowledge. Mr. Bryant believed that this is actually something that separates the good leader from just being a leader. I found it very important and touching for myself personally that Mr. Bryant believed in honesty and transparency because, as I shared in week 2 of our class, I have experienced past situations where trust was missing in teams, and that often caused issues and it just led to bad situations in the team and work environment I was in. And I truly found it very touching that trust and honesty and transparency was so important for Mr. Bryant and building a safe environment for the people around him in which they felt good to come to him, discuss issues if they had any issues, and just being honest and open to have conversations with each other when conversations were needed. I think it was very important the way Mr. Bryant said that he addressed mistakes as well. He said that this is something that happens and what we can do is we can learn from them and move forward, and I found that to be very important as well. Another thing that corresponded with the model the way strategy, which I noticed Mr. Bryant utilized a lot, is enabling others to act. For him, that meant fostering collaboration and building trust and just helping them succeed. And I believe that supporting others and encouraging them and celebrating their wins when necessary is very important and is part of what a great leader is. As we learn from everyday people, extraordinary leadership, encouraging the heart is very important. Celebrating people wins and giving them credit when credit's due, it what helps create a steady and successful team built on trust, and built on desire to succeed together and a final vision that everyone shares in common. In conclusion, this class has been very helpful as it has helped me redefine what I believe true leadership is and find a new way and a definition towards that. The model the way strategy and the practices which we have learned the past few weeks have been extremely helpful and something that I look forward to employ in future endeavors. This class and my conversation with Mr. Brian has reminded me that leadership is not about spotlight, but it's about service. It's about being the kind of person others can trust, count on, and grow with. And that is the kind of leader I hope to be one day. Someone who models faith, builds connections, and help others discover their potential. That, of course, brings me to the greatest influence in my life, which, of course, is God. And as Jesus said, the greatest among you shall be your servant. That's exactly the kind of leadership I strive to reflect. One that is not based on power, but one that's based on love, responsibility, and humility, as well as service. Thank you so much for this wonderful class and for everything I was able to learn in the past few weeks. It has been a pleasure.